Hey friends, Fargo here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the OCLO and what we should do to prepare ourselves for the fight. Now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of people attempt the fight, Mega Snoop and Coach Evil Twin included, and you're probably thinking to yourself, this is a very difficult fight, and you'd be right. And what I think the best solution for you to prepare yourself for the OCLO is something pretty simple. So today I want to talk about the CFO. Yes, you heard me right. So why the CFO? Well, the big reason you might want to end up fighting the CFO in the long run is because you end up using a lot of unites in the OCLO. Trust me on this. You'll probably end up using at least 5 unites or even 10 to 15 unites in the OCLO, not just counting the second round with the litigator, the litigation team in general, like the scapegoat or something similar. You'll end up using a lot of unites just in the final round because there's so many things that can end up hitting you, making you lose laugh. I think a single attack can go up to 24 laugh points to even 40 laugh points, so you might end up losing a lot of laugh doing this fight, and unites are a must in this situation. So, priority 1 should absolutely be unites. The second priority you should probably keep in mind is SOS cards, because they've actually changed drastically in the past update, because they no longer use gags, they actually boost gags now. So, since the litigation team has lure resistance, you might want to pick up some lure boosts to increase your chances to lure these cogs, because I feel like having these boost SOS cards are actually not a detriment, but a must-have in some scenarios. So, priority 1, unites. Priority 2 is SOS cards. Now on to my third point, and it's not a reward, it's actually teamwork. If you can get together with a group of maybe 3 to 4 or even 8 friends, or just going with randoms, it's probably in your best interest to work together. I know it may sound silly at first, but working together in this fight is key to your success. Whether it be in battle, or in the cannon round, or even at the final round where you're fighting the OCLO, not working together is a detriment to the team. Now, a recommendation I have to working with your team, whether it be with friends or randoms, is to cycle your unites. Now, what I mean by that is tell one person either right to left or left to right. If someone is going to die, that person needs to use their unite. So cycling your unites is probably a good way to coordinate with your team. Tell them either go left to right with your unites or right to left is fine. Now, in terms of reserving your gag all unites or even your SOS cards, you might want to let people know if they need a boost, if this needs a boost or the sound needs a boost. If the lure needs a boost, just ask them, see if they need a boost for this particular gag, and you can provide if you have a SOS card for that. Again, boosts are very important in this scenario. As for the final round, teamwork still applies here, just to kind of make sure everyone stays alive in the fight. Now, the best way to do this is to ask them if they want to do this or that. Maybe they want to aggro cogs, or maybe they want to defend the traps. For example, you could assign 2 people to aggro duty, 2 people to trap duty, and the rest of the 4 just focusing on the CLO. Now, another way you can coordinate with your team is to set a unite location. Now, the best places for a unite location are still up to debate, but I feel like the best spot are maybe the mid-betweens in the corner of the rooms between the traps is probably the best spot. Though I'm not entirely sure, but if you can find a safe unite spot that doesn't get a lot of attention or a lot of traffic, that's probably your best bet for a location. You want to let people know that you're using a unite. That's probably a really efficient way to kind of, again, cycling unites. Maybe have, again, 2 people dedicated to unites, or maybe more if you think you can contribute your unites to the fight. But yeah, just general teamwork will make the dream work, and you guys will succeed if you stay together, make sure everyone's okay, and cycle your unites. As for the fight itself, in preparation to battle the cogs, you might want to keep in mind that the cogs can go up to level 20, so you'll see a lot of level 20 bigwigs in that fight. It's still to be determined whether or not there are tiers to the OCLO. I feel like there would be So I would imagine that it would go higher than that in higher tiers, if there are tiers to begin with, but just know that you might want to expect level 20s to be coming out. A way to deal with that is probably zap strategies, though you might want to keep in mind that zap won't be as viable in the litigation fight, so do keep that in mind. It's probably not good to zap in that battle, but the first battle I feel like it's probably safe to zap. That and sound strategies, you might want to use a lot of your lure as well, and use lure boosts, sound boosts, zap boosts, everything you can to make sure that these cogs are dead and done. But yeah, just to recap, make sure to bring your unites, SOS cards, and be a team player. Make sure that everyone is safe and sound, cycle your unites, make sure that you're not wasting any unites because you will be using a lot in this fight. This fight is probably the most difficult fight we've ever seen in Corporate Clash. It's insane. The kind of stuff that is in this fight you would never see in any other server, I don't think. It's definitely something to be proud of if you end up winning and beating the OCLO, because that takes some real skill and determination. But hey, I hope this has helped give you an insight to what you actually need to fight this boss, because this boss is real tough. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and share this video around. Make sure to subscribe to join the Hypno Party, and I've been Fargo. Stay hypnotized, folks.
So we had an alien duck, right? Like, but this is something else.
What?
It looks like a penguin, but it can't be a penguin.
I'm sorry.
It's
I
a
thought,
it's
wait,
a weird
sorry, pause.
duck
I
from another
thought
planet.
this was, wait, pause. I thought this was a duck competition, or a duck, like, reading, a duck narrative. This is a penguin. This is a fish. It's a fish. Why are we going over fish?
Penguin aren't fish. What
Yes,
the heck
they
are you
are.
talking about?
Wait, pause. Yes, they are.
They're flightless birds.
They're not
fish.
birds. Can they fly? Can they fly?
No, they're flightless
No,
birds.
they're fish.
But
They're
they have
fish.
feathers. Fish don't have feathers.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
You
Since
just haven't
when?
seen enough. You just haven't seen enough.
They have
Barracuda.
scales.
The barracuda. Have you caught a barracuda in Toontown? Bet you haven't.
Gosh,
you
that
haven't.
doesn't make it. They
Bet
don't.
you
They have
haven't.
flippers. They have
Bet you haven't.
flippers.
Bet you
That's
haven't.
not feathers. That's
Bet
not
you
feathers. That's
haven't. It's a
birds.
fish.
Ah,
It's a fish. This is the
it
duck
doesn't count.
competition.
It doesn't count.